Right, so let's get these materials dialed in. Let's make sure we got our render running. An IPR render so we can work interactively with this. And then I'm going to head into my material area. We could start with the yogurt, why not? Let's see what we've got. Okay, so let's see. Let's raise the IOR. Remember, index of refraction is how the light bounces as it comes through, as it meets a material. So depending on the material, you know, it's kind of the angle of refraction, right? Roughness, maybe let's raise it a bit. It looks a bit too glossy for me. Kind of soften that out a bit. The color, I don't think I want just pure white. Drop it to 0.8 for each one. Let's see. We definitely want some subsurface. Okay, it has this set up already. Let's raise the scale. So our scale is quite big here. So I'm gonna try raising that up to 1. Looks quite nice and smooth. Could give it some coat as well. Get a sense of something different on the surface, you know. Let's just put that up to 1. Okay, I think that'll do us for the milk. Let's head over to the Blueberry A. So we'll find the textures for these. So we'll have to go and find our textures. Yeah, so let's take an image node here. We'll open it out with that. Let's connect RGBA to diffuse color. And let's go ahead and find our texture. So we're going to our hip. And in my text folder, I've got all these together. Uncheck that so they're separate. Blueberry 1, and Blueberry A, Blueberry 1. Okay, connect that up. Cool, let's refresh the render. There we go. So you see the color updating there. Put the base color to 1, just fully, so we can fully using these maps. What else? Maybe a bit rougher. 3.5. Zoom in on this one here. Drop the IOR a little bit, just a tiny bit. Again, here we'll add some where are we? The subsurface also. Put this to 0.1. So subsurface is where the light passes into the object and scatters around. It's kind of common with things like fruit or yogurt. Skin is very typical case for using subsurface as well. So it's not exactly the same as transparency, such as glass or crystal or something. It's where light passes into something, scatters, and then comes back out, so you get that kind of glowing effect. So we need to work on this a bit here. It's just kind of made it look a bit hazy. A good thing you can do is scatter a specific color. So we can work on the color here. And you can see if I do something ridiculous, then you'll see, yeah, you can see the green there. Obviously, we don't want green. We want something a bit more. Let's see, I tried typing in some values here. 07. 07 here as well. 0.07. Let's do 0.32. And then we can drop down the radius as well. This is kind of how far into the object the light passes before it's scattered. So quite often we need to bring this down, depending on the scale. You can see the color brightening up there. Cool. Okay, I think we're good with that. We've also got a bump map that we can use here. So let's find another image node, and we need the bump 2D for this, and connect that up to, so RGBA to bump map, vector to the normal. Yep. Okay, and let's go ahead and find our texture. So blueberry 1 bump, connect that up, close, render again. The scale will probably be way too big. Yeah, you can see it's a bit over the top. So let's bring that way down, 0.01, to something much more subtle. We get these really nice, fine, intricate details with that. Good. So we've got that on blueberry 1 here and here. So instead of doing all that again for the other one, I'm just going to delete blueberry B. Maybe I'll stop this a moment. Okay. I'll just delete that. Alt click and drag. Change this to blueberry B. And then go in here and find all the textures. So blueberry 1, it should be just blueberry 2. Yeah. I'll do the same with this one, with the bump. Blueberry 2 BMP. No, the bump I need. Yeah. Okay. And it should be good to go. So let's try rendering that again. Make sure they all update and look good. Ooh. So when it comes out pink like that, there's some kind of error there. There's a mistake because a material is not assigned. So it's because, let me see. Let's just double check that we've got our, what we've got typed in here to the blueberries. Yeah, blueberry B. Let's see. Oops. Let's try refreshing it. Very strange. Oh, that's what, because am I not visualizing the bottom? Render again. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to head over to the chocolate and work on that. Okay, let's see, what do we want to do here? So let's see, so the color is a bit dark. So let's see, I'm going to do, got some values kind of worked out already here. 027, 009 there, and 003 here. Put the base up to 1. Cool. And drop this. It's a bit shiny. I'm going to drop the specular there, 0.75. See there? The specular light's kind of dimming a little bit. Raise the roughness up. It's quite glossy at the moment. Bit more kind of matte there. That's nice. See IOR, raise that up again. And again with the chocolate we'll have a little bit of subsurface scattering. So let's go here. I'm going to put this up to just full blast to start, all the way to 1, and it has disappeared, which is very strange. Let's put it to diffuse. You can see something. Let's change the color. Get a kind of, there we go. Now we can see it. And bring the radius way down. I'm going to do I'll just type it in. I've got a 0.015, 0.015, tab 0.015. Let's bring the radius down, and the color I'm going to do again a kind of brown. 0.07, 0.025, 0.0169. There we go. Okay, so again a very low radius there because the objects are very small, and it will have less subsurface than the blueberries here. I'm just going to check. I think I want to use the diffusion on the blueberries. I don't know if it's just different types, you know, it's different ways of calculating the subsurface. Let me try the others here. We've got it on this random walk at the moment. So let's try the diffusion there. I think I prefer that. Make sure we change that on both. Okay, great.